Good morning. We are live. Hope you are well. Thursday already, 2nd of July. The sun is actually shining, which is surprising me for our outside sessions this morning, which we might not need to do umbrella size today. So, today wanted to talk about the benefit of having one more. And this can refer to drinking wine, snacking, or whatever habit you're trying to work on. And I say habit because often, as I often find when we have our one-to-ones at the start of our kickstart and throughout, is that often it's more of a habit than actually something of enjoyment. Yet we sometimes tell ourselves that it is actually more of an enjoyment than we think, or we assume it. Because when we actually get to the bottom of it, when we write these down, give me a hello if you're coming in. Let me know you're watching live or replay. When we actually write this down, it's a bit different. So I had a chat with someone the other day, and they wanted to look at, okay, drinking wine on an evening. Okay, not every night, but just some nights. But obviously, that's fine. You can fit that into your day. We can go over strategies to do that. However, they wanted to cut it down for a few reasons. 1, impacts their sleep. 2, they eat more after drinking. 3, they don't really need more than that one glass even when they do. And that then impacts their energy the next day. And I actually spoke about how I feel about it in terms of, like, you know, when we have situations where I could drink, I'll occasionally drink, but not often at all. Because, you know, I do like a glass of wine. I love a nice gin. I like whiskey. Morning, Debbie. I love all that. However, I also love waking up with more energy, being able to do what I do. Like, if I woke up hungover, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. It's just a simple. I'm horrendous, if I'm honest. Now, in their situation, they looked at it from a point of view of, okay, I have a few glasses of wine, then I end up snacking a bit, then that's impacting their results. And the key thing to consider here is they are happy with the way they look, okay? So it's not actually, there's a dress they would like to fit into, but they're not like, oh my God, I need to fit into that dress, now. It's more of a, when we look at it, actually probably more of an energy, being able to fitter, because they'll be able to maybe work out the next morning. It's that domino effect. So when we consider that if they have one glass on that night, they actually get this done. They have the glass of the meal and they actually feel quite good. Now, when they have, one turns into 2 to 3 to 4, then it impacts their sleep, their eating. Now, when you just ask this question, what is the benefit? What benefit do you get from having the second glass? This could be a snack. What benefit do you get from having 2 biscuits than you don't get from 1? When you actually write this down, it's more powerful than it sounds. Because quite often we're chasing a high that maybe we got before. There's a saying that food doesn't taste as good as it did when you were a kid. And I think we're always chasing that same, maybe we have more emotional attachment to that ice cream or to that chocolate, and we're always chasing more and more. Then you throw it out there that as we age, we probably become a bit less sensitive to like stimulants. So we maybe need more, whether that's caffeine, whether that's alcohol. So we need more and more and more. Our recovery gets worse and worse and worse. So we need more and more and more to get our hit. And then it takes us longer to recover. Not to mention if that's impacting our sleep. Now, like I said before, this is only an issue if it is an issue. And if you're asking the question that you want to make a change. You can fit all sorts of foods to your plan and your lifestyle. You don't have to give up anything, drink or anything like that. But this is looking at it from a point of view of how much do you actually need to be happily satisfied. Where's the line between you feeling in control and feeling a bit like just getting by? So just want you to ask that question. Just stop, pause. What is the benefit of having one more? Now, because a lot of people will say, yeah, but I've already had 2 by the time I've done that. Okay, so then you need to look earlier. You've actually made the choice, believe it or not. Earlier in the day, you've made the choice to actually make this decision to have to, whether you think it or not. It might have been stress bucket filled up, overflown. It might have been just general that you've made that decision. Now, you need to now consider that the events leading up to that, how you feel, bored, tired, stressed. Then consider that at that time you need to change the habit. So if the trigger is sit down in front of the TV, need a glass of wine, are we enjoying the next glass of wine and the next glass of wine, or are we enjoying sitting down in front of the TV and doing nothing? Then it becomes a game of what can you do instead. Now, I shared this yesterday, actually, and two of the ladies, what they're doing, I think this is great, by the way, is they're trying to stop snacking in the evening and just control it. And this is a very accountability tactic, and it's not going to work forever, but it's about changing the habit. What they do is they ring. If one of them gets like a bit of a, I'm feeling the urge now, they just ring and chat about it. And it's really powerful. Or they just text and chat about it. And it's really powerful just to check in with someone like that and just to write, even if they don't even read it, just to write it to them. Yeah, just about to do this, I'm thinking this. You write it down, and she said, I almost laughed at myself and felt embarrassed from writing it down. Almost didn't send the message, but I thought I'd stay accountable. Yeah, it's really interesting. Try it. Just send it to someone. And if you've got kids, that's an even better one. Just imagine your kids are watching you. Most of the time they are. But sometimes I'm like, I go to pick something up, maybe they're leftovers, and I think, actually, I'll wait until they've left the room, or just not have the leftovers. Because it's it's quite rude, actually. Then they think it's okay to pick off someone else's plate, right? Hypocrite. Yeah. So, we all struggle with it. Now, it's about asking the right questions, though. What's the benefit of having the second? What could you do instead of that habit? Hope that helps. I'm off to put my sun cream on for the outside sessions, as the sun is actually peeping through. So, take care. Have a lovely Thursday. Keep forgetting the day. And any questions, let me know. Take care.